Lions TV backed for the rest of the season by Regal Elevators and Lifts Consultants Limited, a company owned and operated by a Millwall fan, just like every other one of our sponsors on the backboard behind me. If you're going to do a bit of business, then keep it in the Millwall family, and please check out their website links in the description below. Now, this is your pre-match prediction for tomorrow's away trip to Swansea City, boyo, at the Liberty Stadium. The first of 6 games in the next 17 days, 4 of which are very difficult away ties. Let's start out by taking a look at the 11 that I think the gaffer's going to pick to start the match. So last time out against Rotherham, I said the gaffer should change it, and he did change it to pretty much the exact team that I said he should change it to. But we both missed one of the oldest cliches in football: never change a winning side. However, I think he's going to stick with it this week. I think it's going to be Jordan Archer in goal, Marlon Romeo right back, Murray Wallace left back, Jake Cooper with Sean Hutchinson wearing the armband alongside him, central midfield 3 of Devon Williams, Ryan Leonard and Tem Bompson, with Ben Marshall on the left, Jed Villar on the right, and up front the lone striker, the fox that can't score in the box, is Lee Gregory. I think the gaffer's going to stick with it, and the reason I think he'll stick with it is twofold. The first being that I think Narry has changed it from the team that beat Everton, and they did bring these players back in and they didn't really perform. I think Narry's going to give them an incentive and say, look, I've brought you back in, you haven't performed, you've let me down in a sense, so get a rock up your arse and prove to me and the fans that you are worthy of those starting places. The second reason, and I think it's one that we all know well, is that when teams come to the Den and they set up with a big defence, we struggle to break them down because unfortunately we don't have a lot of ideas going forward. But when we go away from home and teams come at us, that gives us the opportunity to pick teams off on the break and play to our strengths. So I think the gaffer will stick with the 11 that drew 0-0 against Rotherham, and I think they'll get a result. Now, is that the 11 that I would pick? I'm going to keep this brief. The outfield 10, yes. In goal, anyone you like, mate, anyone. Anyone you got at the club, don't care. The ball boy, Fred on your dimmer, the kit man, I don't care. Anyone you like that's registered as a player, stick him in goal other than Jordan Archer. Let's move on. And we move on to the opposition, of course, Swansea City, relegated from the Premiership last season. They are managed by Graham Potter. They beat us earlier on in the season 2-1 at the Den, live on Sky, and everyone got so overexcited about this amazing comeback that they had against us in that game. It wasn't really, we were just shit and we didn't kill the game off when we should have done. Swansea currently sit 13th in the table. They are only 6 points off the playoff places. They've had a mini revival this year. They've lost only 1 of their last 8 games, which was last time out, losing 2-0 to Bristol City at Ashton Gate. It was their first defeat of 2019. The one to watch for them, I marked him as a danger man last time we played him. It's Ollie McBurney. I like him a lot, and if we was a bigger club with the budget to buy him, he's the exact sort of player that I'll go after as a long-term replacement for Steve Morrison. He's scored 5 goals in his last 4 games, and he will be the one to watch this Saturday at the Liberty Stadium. So this is your pre-match prediction, and here we go. I am going to go, I was going to go for a 2-2 draw, but I've changed my mind. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. We're taking over 1,000 fans tomorrow. It'll be a good turnout for Millwall fans, and they deserve a performance from the players. Hopefully the players will give it to them. I'm going to go for Jake Cooper to get up from the back and get our goal in a 1-1 draw, and I'll be honest, I'll take that point all day long. So that's your lot for this pre-match prediction. I won't be travelling tomorrow to Swansea just to get out there early doors. I've been ill, obviously. I don't want to keep getting the violins out. You all know by now I've been ill because I've told every man and his fucking dog. But I've had a bad week this week for one. I'm not well enough to travel up with all the cameras and all my gear and come back in the same day. So me and Mini-Me was going to stay up there, but there's no trains back from Swansea on Sunday. On top of that, I've got the opportunity to have my other son, who I don't see a lot of, so he's coming to stay overnight. So don't get the violins out. Don't turn into a lynch mob. But I won't be travelling to Swansea tomorrow. However, read into this what you will. I'm not going to say too much, but I will be doing a live stream. Hopefully, if I can get the stream that I'm after, I'll do a live stream tomorrow. Me and Mini-Me, you'll watch us watching the Swansea game, and I'll talk you through it as it happens. Bit different, similar to what I did for the World Cup videos before I went to Russia. One I did with Mini-Me, one I did with Tony Warner. So it might work, it might not, but tune in tomorrow to Lions TV at 3 PM, and hopefully you can see my giant moon head doing a live stream of the Swansea game. You're not going to see the game, I'll just reiterate that. You're going to see me commentating and talking you through the game. Might work, might not. We'll have a look tomorrow. But more importantly, good luck to all you travelling. Please bring home the 3 points. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.